الشيطان الرجيم ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay. Fine. Okay. It's lesson 40. And this is about miscellaneous matters. You see, there are two distinctive parts of the recitation of the Holy Quran in terms of rules. And first is proper recognition and rules of pronouncing each letter of the Holy Quran. And the second part is the recognition of punctuation, the pausing signs. Okay. Now we are coming to the conclusion of the first part, which is the most important. Though the second part is also very important, how to start and how to make a waqf on that one. Now, there are thousands of words in the Holy Quran. As I mentioned, more than 80,000 words. Certain words, there is a difference of opinion in terms of recitation. And this is quite common in every language of the world. For example, in English, some words are written with certain letters, and in other parts of the world, the same word is written with another letter. Let's, for example, the word memorize. Now, memorize is written as well M-E-M-O-R-I-S-E. And some parts of the world, it is written not S-E at the end, but Z-E, Z-E, memorize. And sometimes the same spelling, but the pronunciation very distinctly different. For example, the word O-F-T-E-N. Now, commonly it is pronounced excluding T sound often. O-F-T-E-N is pronounced making a T letter silent often, but it is also pronounced in the world as a often, some parts of the world. Okay, it does not change any meaning. There is no change in the meaning. It is a way of pronouncing that word. Similarly, there are 4 words in the Holy Quran where there is a difference of opinion in terms of their pronunciation, and they are similar sounding letter. Like, for example, there is a ta is a with 2 dots, and there is a ta with a thin and thick. Okay, and many other similar sounding letter, like for example, kaf and qaf, 2 dots. And another set of similar sounding letter is seen and sad. Seen is more whistling sound is there, is thin in pronunciation, and sad, though the whistling sound is there, but it's not as evident as in seen, and that is a thick letter. So that is the matter, that what should we read in certain those words, seen or sad, and there are only 4 words. So easy to remember, easy to practice. Okay, and this is a convention, this is a tradition which has come from generation to generation, and it is also printed in Yasal Quran, at the end as well. Now, this is one example. The first word is yabsutu. Now, the word yabsutu has come 10 times in the Holy Quran. This word, exactly with these letters, ya, ba, sin, and ta, 4 letters, has come 10 times. 9 times with this one, ya, ba, sin, and ta, and only one it has come with sad, but there is a smaller sin is written on that one. Okay, now this is Surah Bani Israel. One example, chapter 17, verse 31. Now, I required each of you, because now, mashallah, you do well, good recitation, saying first ta'awuz. Each one will be reciting this verse, verse number 31, chapter 17, okay, in which the word yabsutu has been highlighted. And make sure this is with seen, okay, not with sad, with seen. Okay, start from.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن ربك يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إنه كان بعباده خبيرا بصيرا.
Okay, well done. Nafis.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن ربك يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إنه كان بعباده خبيرا بصيرا.
Okay, well done. Shan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن ربك يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إنه كان بعباده خبيرا بصيرا.
Okay, well done. Another example of Surah Ash-Shura. And now again each one will be reciting. Zishan, you do first.
له مقاليد السماوات والأرض يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إنه بكل شيء عليم.
Okay, Nafis.
له مقاليد السماوات والأرض يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إنه بكل شيء عليم.
Jazakumullah, thank you.
له مقاليد السماوات والأرض يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إنه بكل شيء عليم.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Last bit, innahu bikulli shay'in alim. Again, please.
إنه بكل شيء عليم.
Okay, after shay'in there is a tanween followed by ayn, those 6 letters of throat, and it is izhar, manifestation. Okay, another point is that wal ard, and there is a waqful jais, a smaller jim is there. So make sure that when you are making a waqf on dad, there should be no tinge of qalqala. It should not be taken as a dal, though this is to some extent is similar to the voice of the sound of dal, but it should not be taken on that one. Okay, only exit point, we should keep that in mind, the exit point. The tongue, the left edge of tongue to the left molar teeth, gums of the molar teeth, that is the exit point, the articulation. Now, this is one of the, the 10 example of yabsutu, and one example with sad, which I was talking about that one. Now, in this case, which is Surah chapter 2, verse 246 in part 2, here the word, the third letter is not seen, it is sad. Because some have pronounced with sad as well. But the Riwayat Hafs, the transmission of that way of the recitation of the Holy Quran, this has been pronounced as a seen. And we know that does not change in the meaning, because we find yabsutu many times in the Holy Quran, as you do 2 examples. Now in this case, pronounce seen in this verse instead of sad. So sad is written there, but a smaller seen is there, and this seen should be taken in the pronunciation. Okay, it is written with sad and seen is there. In some copies of the Holy Quran, when there is a difference of opinion about seen and sad, and smaller seen has written on the top, it is indication that here seen should be pronounced instead of sad. And where sad has been given importance, and it is required by the reader to read sad instead of seen, then seen has been placed below the sad. In some copies of the Holy Quran we can see. But commonly in subcontinent, the copies of the Holy Quran, for example, there is Yassal Quran or other, there is always on sad there is a seen. So there is only 4 examples, and this is the first example in the Holy Quran, and where we have to pronounce seen and not sad. Remember the difference, the basic difference between seen and sad. Similar sounding letter, seen is a thin letter and sad is a thick letter, always permanently thick. You know that there are 7 letters. One lesson was solely associated, attached to that one, to that rule. So in this case, because this time I am just listening, okay? Now the time has come, I would be the listener, and you are mostly the readers and the reciters of the Holy Quran. And if there is any case of intervention, okay, then I would inshallah do that. Okay, do Ibrahim.
والله يقبض ويبسط وإليه ترجعون.
Okay, now yaq, qaf qalqala, okay, so then ta is a thick one, and tur ra thick, because the previous letter is with dhamma, okay, and then maddul waqf, the letters of the elongation, because of you are making a waqf on that one, though there is no sign of as common sign of of elongation. Okay, Nafis, you do this one.
والله يقبض ويبسط وإليه ترجعون.
Well done.
والله يقبض ويبسط وإليه ترجعون.
Okay, good. Another example of this one, where there is a seen and sad written together. A seen is smaller and sad is proper, letter in continuation of that writing, is Surah Al-A'raf, chapter 7, verse 70. Okay, the word is basta. Sad is written there, and again here pronounce seen in this verse instead of sad. And another example, the same word has come in the Holy Quran in chapter 2, verse 248, where the word not with sad, with seen, wazadahu bastatan, bastatan. The same word is there. Okay, now but it will be pronounced with seen. So as I told you, there are 4 examples of such words where is a difference of opinion, seen or sad. What to do? The first in a sequence, in order. The first is Surah Al-Baqarah, second one is Surah Al-Araf, and third one is going to in part 27, Surah Tur, we will deal afterwards. But here the first 2 examples, seen and seen. Abdul Rahman, do this one, because after basta there is a jim, waqful jais, permissible stop. You are allowed to stop there if you like.
وزادكم في الخلق بسطة فاذكروا آلاء الله لعلكم تفلحون.
Okay, جزاكم الله. نفيس.
وزادكم في الخلق بسطة فاذكروا آلاء الله لعلكم تفلحون.
Okay, well done. جزاكم الله. Zishan.
وزادكم في الخلق بسطة فاذكروا آلاء الله لعلكم تفلحون.
Okay, as I mentioned here, and also you can see on the screen, the word basta, which is written with sad, but it is pronounced, it should be pronounced with sin. We have another example in chapter 2 as well, okay, to verse number 248. So as pronunciation is the same, it is important to read also that bit of the verse as well. Okay, Abdurrahman, do this one.
وزاده بسطة في العلم والجسم.
Okay, Hafiz.
وزاده بسطة في العلم والجسم.
وزاده بسطة في العلم والجسم.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Now the third example or the third word in focus where what we have to read, Sad or Seen, is the word in chapter 52, Surah At-Tur and verse 38. أَمْ عِنْدَهُمْ خَزَائِنُ رَبِّكَ أَمْ هُمُ الْمُسَيْطِرُونَ. Pronounce either Sad or Seen. Option has been given to us. It has been narrated in the same way or transmitted in the same way, either with Sad or Seen. But it is also written in the books related to this special science of the recitation of the Holy Quran, that it is better to pronounce Sad here. You are allowed to Seen or Sad, and in some, in all these four examples, it is fully allowed to pronounce Seen or Sad. But if you follow the tradition, the transmission, the riwayat hafs, which has been all popularly is practiced, here is the both option has been given, but the preference has been given to the letter Sad. Okay, so do Abdurrahman this one, make sure with Sad, and Sad is a thick, musai, okay, Sa, thick, mufakham.
أم عندهم خزائن ربك أم هم المسيطرون.
Okay, Nafis.
أم عندهم خزائن ربك أم هم المسيطرون.
Okay, well done. Sad is a thick, Ta is a thick. Ra, because of a Dhamma, is a thick. Okay, sometimes you have to D 3-4 letters together. Mufakham, thick. Okay, Zishan, do this one.
أم عندهم خزائن ربك أم هم المسيطرون.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Now, this is image of a copy of the Holy Quran. I was talking about you that where Sad has been given preference, and this is one copy of the Holy Quran, where you can find in the last line Am humul mustaitirun, and Sad is written there, but not seen on top of that, but below. And this is an indication to the reader, yes, it could be pronounced with Sad or Seen, but preference has been given to Sad, and Seen has been put in the below, not on top of that. Okay, So if we come into the in order, the first two only seen, the third option has been given, but the preference to Sad. Now this is the last example or last word which we have to make sure how we are going to pronounce that one. Surah Al-Ghashiyah, which is very, very well known and common because of the Friday prayers. Okay, in the second rakat it is commonly recited. Okay, chapter 88 verse 23. Zishan, you do this one. But remember here, pronounce Sad in the last word of verse 23 and ignore the small sin on top or below of it. And in some copies of the Holy Quran, there is no indication, there is no even the insertion of sin, smaller sin on that one. Only Sad is written. So one thing is clear, that the last word in this series of the 4 words, this word musaitir should be pronounced with the Sad, not sin. And remember, the word musaitir is the same as the third one, musaitirun. That is a plural because ending with waw noon, and here is as a one. Okay, so let's start with, these are basically 2 verses, because then the whole subject is clear, you know, the whole the context is clear. What's the meaning of that? Okay, do this one.
فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر.
Okay, good. Nafis?
فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر.
Okay, one question, quick question. Alayhim, there is a meme sakin, meme with skoon or jazm. You have prolonged that one. Okay, I fully agree. You have done very well. It is right. But what is the rule behind that one? It is you have done because of a certain rule, or just, you know, it is your choice?
The rule of iqlab is applied.
Rule of iqlab? No.
It's the meme shafawi is applied.
Ikhfa shafawi. Shafawi too, because meme the exit point, the origin is you know, joining to meme, meme. So meme sakin followed by ba, then ikhfa shafawi. The concealing of meme sakin, that is the right word. You have done very well. Practice is good, but if you are going to, let's see, if you ask, okay, why? What is the rule of that one? Definitely, it's not iqlab, not idgham, not idhar. It is ikhfa, and ikhfa not known. Ikhfa meme sakin, and technically word ikhfa shafawi. Shafatain to walisana wa shafatain. Surah Al-Balad. Okay, do this one.
فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر.
Okay, one question, last question, and we are going to conclude that lesson. There is one example of ikhfa shafawi or ikhfa of meme sakin. Where is the ikhfa? Another example of ikhfa.
Anta.
Yes, do this one.
إنما أنت مذكر.
Yes, that's the right answer. Anta ikhfa noon sakin. Sometimes ikhfa tanween or noon sakin. Here anta ikhfa noon sakin. And alayhim bimusaytir. Not a, you know, fully stressing, but in between, like in a bracket. Okay, so that is ikhfa shafi, that is ikhfa noon sakin. So that's very, very good. Now this is just image of a copy of the Holy Quran. You can find here last line, lasta alayhim bimusaytir. Now on Sad is there, no sin indication, not below, not up. So this is a one, was that conclusion that the last word in this series will be always will be read and has been recited and pronounced, read with Sad, bimusaytir. Okay, so that is the conclusion of lesson 40. Any question? Okay. Okay, Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم